Alright guys, so we're back with another one. I just came back from my local RC hobby store. So Tony's Hobbies here in Baldwin Park. Just want to give them a shout out. The guys there are awesome. So hopefully this is the last of the modifications for my SCX10ii Trail Honcho. It's the Reefs RC 422 HD Servo Winch. Okay. It's virtually the same servo that I had in this particular car, steering servo, which I'm running the 422 HD steering servo from Reefs RC. And part of the thing that I'm going to be doing right now is trying to figure out the real estate here, how I'm going to mount the servo winch. I'm going to be removing the DSM rapid recovery kit that's going to be donated over to the Capra. So I'll have to figure out how I'm going to mount it on the Capra in just a second here. And I've already taken the liberty to remove the side stickers on this thing. This is what you get with the servo winch from Reefs RC. The actual servo. Okay. You get the servo line, the braided cord, nice CNC machine, the spool, and then your hardware. And it's a little baggy. And of course, down there you're going to get your Reefs RC decal. Every accessory comes with a decal. Can't go without your decal. Okay, so heavy duty. The coloration on this is actually pretty cool. I like this coloration versus the black coloration. So it's just kind of cool. So I'm guessing it is going to probably sit right around this area right here. More likely this section right here, but I also have to play around with it to make sure that the links down here do not hit that particular servo winch when it's all the way up. Okay, so that's number one. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to cut away into this battery tray. I'm thinking most likely it's going to be sitting towards the midsection over here. So the battery might get moved to the side, which means I will probably remove some of the weights here and have the battery mounted here, because the winch might be placed over here itself. So I'm not sure yet. I might cut the battery tray and mount it sideways here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do just yet. I'll figure that out momentarily. This is really just to kind of give you an intro of what this particular kit comes with. And once I get everything mounted, figured out, I will shoot another video. Okay guys, so here we go. That servo winch is done. It's hooked up right here. So how it's running is the wires coming right here. It's going underneath the vehicle down here. And you can see back there, that's where the spool is. And I'm gonna just get it over here and lift up the vehicle. So you can see that spool right there. Okay, and what I did is I cut a little the plastic out of there on the battery tray. There are RC Pirates, the Rock Pirates RCs. There are spacers right there, so it elevates the servo winch up a little bit so the spool does not stick out too far down, so that when my car bottoms out, this will not get touched. Okay. It is also programmed to my remote. It is auxiliary 2, which is currently on my F switch. Loosen and tighten. Okay. So as you can tell, I don't have room here for my battery anymore, so the battery is going to get moved over here. I'm getting the scale set up to find out how balanced this is going to be, if I need to add any of the weights onto either side. And so that's the next thing to do. Alright guys, so see you soon. Okay guys, so it is now completed. Two things to show off. One is I hooked up this little red hook to the bottom of my wooden flatbed so that the winch hook can now hook onto this. It's extended, so I don't have to spend time unwinching it, extending it, and then winching it back. So that's taken care of. And the second thing I did is I added the DSM Rapid Recovery Kit to the Capra. So let me just show you this real quick. to. Okay, so let me just get this particular car. Let me just put this down real quick. Sorry. I'll cut that out. I'll just switch things up real quick. The Capra inherited the DSM Rapid Recovery Kit. Okay, that was originally here. So the bungee system is right here. Okay. So what I did to get this to work is the little axial logo that I had here. I just dremel that out so the rope can go right through that system right there. Okay. And then on the bottom, let me just turn this thing so you can see, is there was a screw right there. I just simply removed that screw, added the little fastener right there, so you have the bungee kit right in there. Now on the back, what I did here is the little hole that you have that you can put your receiver wire out. Since I'm not running an extra receiver in there right now, that little hole is perfect for me to just kind of bolt this into it right now. So it's fastened quite well, and there you go. I want to test this out in the front and see how that works, so we'll get that tested out in just a bit. Alright, so I'm out here in the backyard crawler course. I have this particular rig right here. I'm going to be testing out the Servo Winch. These are my winch spots that I have designed here for rigs that couldn't get up here before. So let's test it. Be a little longer than it should really have been, but pulling it up without me throttling. Okay, I'm not going to do that too much more because I don't want to burn out that receiver. Yeah, it works quite well. Okay. But we all know this vehicle doesn't need that, so. I'm going to put this car over here. Okay. So now the next thing I want to show is the cap rest kit. Turn this car off really quick if I can find the damn switch. There it is. Okay, let me just switch this over to my Capra. Okay. Again, give it a second here for the radio to truly switch over. Okay, Capra switched. Okay, so the Capra is in. Alright, the Capra, this thing's not as long, but technically, I mean, if I really wanted to, here, watch. So this is the struggle area, right? Okay. This area is because it hooks on too well, but normally it should just snap back. Alright, so yeah, both of these cars have these re-kits now. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so after the modifications with the Servo Winch, it actually lightened just a smidge because I did have to remove some of those weights to balance the vehicle out. So the car is now 7 pounds, 4.6 ounces. So it went down to from 117.2 to 116.7 ounces. The ratio also changed a bit. Didn't get closer to what I want. It actually got a little further away. It's now 55-45 instead of 56-44. It's still 50-50 even sides right now. So yeah, trade here and there. I don't know. I'm hoping this should be the last of the modifications I make to this vehicle, but just depending on how I do with the competitions and so forth, you may have to add a little bit more front weight. With that being said, I just got notified today that the competition at the local comp course should be in sometime mid-July, so which is great. We're just getting confirmation dates right now. The local hobby shop was able to tell me today, which is cool. You know, so really excited to be participating in, hopefully in my upcoming. Oh, by the way, happy 420 guys, for anybody who is celebrating this particular awesome day. So now let's focus a little bit on the actual cost of the vehicle. It's now jumped up to $162,163. That Servo Winch was $131.39. So yeah, it was a little bit of a bump up there. So the car that went from a budget truck that only was supposed to spend $362.16 on, end up adding an additional $1,259.47. This is actually more than I've spent on any one particular airplane. I'm not going to say how many airplanes I have. I spent way more than that on airplanes, but RC airplanes, I mean. But definitely I've never spent that much on one particular RC airplane. So yeah, RC crawlers, what can I say? These things get you. But anybody who is interested on the modifications I've made to this particular vehicle, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to send you the Excel file that I have, and I keep track of all of my mods. The exact price I basically paid for the mods, that's tax included. So just let me know if you're interested. Yeah, that's my list right there. Total 30 mods on this particular vehicle. Alright, so enjoy the rest of your 420, guys. Have a good one.